Today, I want to ask you a couple of questions about your life. What were you doing when you were 25 years old? Okay. What has been the best decision or the thing you have ever done in your life? If you would be able to go back to when you were 25, would you do something differently? Hello everyone, hey guys, 皆さんご機嫌いかがでしょうか。今日も楽しみ現代 This is タロサックということで、今日の動画では人生のベテランに聞いた、もしも25歳に戻れるとしたらあなたは一体何をしますかというテーマでやっていきたいと思います。さあ皆さん、もしも25歳に戻れるとしたらあなたは一体何をしますか。何かを変えたいと思いますか。あの時やってよかったと思うことはありますか。もちろん25歳以下の人も20歳の時とか高校生の時とかね、そういう風に考えてほしいんですけど、あの時こうしておけばよかったとか、あの時の決断行動が今の人生に影響を及ぼしているとか、年を取れば取るほどそういうことってあると思うんですよね。そしてこういう経験談を聞くこと僕大好きなんです。人の人生から学べることってたくさんあると思うんです。ということで今日はここオーストラリアシドニーでいろんな国の人のいろんな人生について聞いていきたいと思います。やってよかったこととか人生の後悔まで、そしてそこから見えるべきこととは一体。同時に英語も学べる内容となっていると思います。ぜひ最後までご視聴ください。僕のチャンネルでは様々なトピックに関する外国人のインタビュー動画ですとか英語学習に関するコンテンツを毎週配信しております。見るだけで頭の中がグローバル化すること間違いなし。面白いと思ってもらえた方はチャンネル登録よろしくお願いします。ということで今日も早速行きましょう。What country are you from?
New York.
New York.
New York, USA.
Yeah, I like your sunnies.
I like yours.
Oh, yeah, thank you. So, this is random. And what have you been doing in Australia now?
Australia for the last 20 years.
Yeah.
And raising my family, real estate, property development.
Okay.
And just loving life.
Wow,
Yeah.
I can see from you. You're loving life. Okay, why did you choose to come to Australia? Because the US is a great country, right?
Oh, after 9/11, Australia was the safest, quietest place to visit. So we got here for the Olympics in 2000.
Yeah.
Fell in love with the country.
Yeah.
Soon got married and stayed in Australia.
Here you are.
Here we are.
Could be one of the safest place on the planet.
I think so.
Yeah, because
There's
it's
definite.
so far from everywhere. No one really cares about us,
No,
eh?
no. We're
Okay.
safe down under.
So you work now?
Yeah.
What? You said real estate?
Yes.
I see. Is that your business?
Yes.
Oh wow.
Yes.
Entrepreneur. Here we have.
We have.
Okay, and would you mind me asking how old you are now?
Yes, I'm 46.
46.
46.
Okay. I was asking, so before we started filming the camera, I was like, okay, are you more than 25? It's so hard to guess people's age,
Yes.
you know?
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm making a video about people's life today in Sydney. So my first question, it's very random. What were you doing when you were 25 years old?
When I was 25, I had relocated to Australia by the age of 22.
Yep.
Had just bought my first house and had my first child.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so that child's now 22 years old. So
Okay.
yeah, my eldest son. So 25 was a year where I almost forgot about business.
Yeah.
And just focused on being a wife and a mother.
I see. Wait, so you started your business, well, you started doing the business since you were very young.
19.
19.
19 in New York.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know around that time in the US, but I believe the majority of people start working in a corporate.
Yes.
So were you that kind of entrepreneur mindset?
Yes.
Since you're a kid?
Yes. So for my family, everybody had been in real estate or in land development from a very young age. Right. So it's kind of just an inheritance of your know-how in this industry. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's in your blood.
Yeah, basically.
It's in your blood, yeah.
Basically.
Okay. So what has been the greatest thing or the decision you have made in your life so far, you think?
The greatest decision I've made in my life would be to marry young, have my children young, and now that I'm in my 40s, I've got 3 young adults who actually do life with me. So whether it's business, overseas holidays, ventures, they're with me. They understand the numbers, they understand the land, they understand the capital growth of land. So it's like having friends when you're still young enough. So that was my greatest decision, was to get married and have kids early.
You know, it's so interesting. Many people tend to say, I had a kid when I was too young.
Yeah.
But that's a very interesting perspective because you have kids when you're really young and when you grow up, like you said, they understand everything.
Yeah. They've done it with you.
And they're best friends for
Yes.
you, right? Okay. So here's the last question.
Sure.
I know you're having a fantastic life so far,
Yes.
but if you would be able to go back to when you were 25, would you do something differently?
I would have created more of a second generation opportunity.
Yeah.
I would have brought my parents to Australia sooner.
Right.
So that they would have built a culture and affluence here as well, rather than leaving them in New York until older.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other thing I would change at 25 is I would have kept one foot in business while raising kids rather than coming out of the workforce completely.
Right. Yeah.
I would have kept that going. So if there's anything I'd go back and change, it's that I would have kept a manager or somebody who was keeping the business going while I was doing children, rather than stepping away and coming back in.
But now you learned it, but at the time it was difficult to balance.
It was difficult.
We learn it. We learn a lot of things when we are older. Okay, that was interesting. There's one thing in my mind. You know, you said you purchased your real estate in Australia when you were
21.
21.
Yes.
I wonder how much it is now. It's scary to think. It's scary to think.
It is.
You know,
First purchase was $274,000.
in Australian dollars.
Australian, 900 square meters of land,
Yeah.
4
Well, that's
bedrooms,
big.
2 baths, right? That property is now worth $980,000 and it is still renting for $650 a week.
Wow.
So
Well,
that's Australia.
Thank you for telling me
Thank you.
everything. You know. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Have a good day. Pleasure.
What country are you from?
I'm from here in Australia.
Here in Australia.
Yeah.
I know you are still very, very young.
Well, thank you.
But do you mind me asking how old you are now?
Well, I'm in my late 50s.
Late 50s?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Like,
thank you.
Honestly, you look
Yeah.
very young for late 50s, I
That's
guess.
very kind of you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
What's the secret?
Fresh air and sunshine, I guess.
Okay.
Aussie life.
Yeah, how's life? Okay,
Put the sunscreen on.
yeah, you need to.
Yes.
Okay, and do you still work?
Actually, no. I haven't been working for the last 12 months.
Really?
Yeah.
Which means you retired already?
Well, I'm actually studying at the moment. I've just moved back from Canada.
Yeah.
So I'm doing, having 12 months just studying and resetting myself.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
You know, not everyone, but I think majority of Japanese late 50s assume that studying from that age is a bit late and they just assume and they don't do it. But I think it's a great thing. You can start learning something from
Oh, definitely.
yeah, whenever you want.
Yeah, if there's something that interests you or you feel like you've maybe got a passion for, definitely. Take the time. You're never too young to learn or never too old.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of my viewers are actually in your age as well.
Yes.
And they learn English and stuff. So
Yes.
I think it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, that's right. Learning a second language, that's
Yeah.
a wonderful thing. Yeah.
Okay. So what were you doing when you're 25 years old? It's a
well-
random question, but
Yeah, when I was 25, I'd been living in Sydney for 5 years. I'd
Yep.
grown up in a small country town.
Yep.
And I was working in retail.
Retail.
Yeah.
Okay, so that kept you quite busy, obviously.
Yes, it did. It did. For a very long time, yes.
Okay, so in this about 50 years or 60 years, what has been the best decision or the greatest thing that you have done so far?
The greatest thing would be moving to Sydney.
Moving to Sydney.
Yeah, and then learning and meeting a lot of different people from different backgrounds. Mm-hmm. And that's why we've been living in Canada for the past 5 years.
Right.
So, yeah.
I've heard that many people are saying that having the diversity in a community or society is a great thing. And you said that you met people from a lot of different backgrounds.
Yes.
What do you think diversity brings to people's life?
I think with diversity, it just brings a lot of more understanding of different cultures.
Yeah.
You get to have different food, different festivals. It's all very good. I think it's a wonderful thing. Wonderful thing.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you have anything that you still want to challenge yourself with?
To challenge myself, definitely, because I'm only, like I said, in my mid to late 50s.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I've got a lot to go moving forward, and I think I need to see a lot more of Australia.
Yeah.
So that's probably a bigger challenge for me. So I'm going to be working with aged care and disability, and that can help me earn some more money and I can travel around Australia for the next 10 years or so.
Okay.
Yeah.
So here is the last question. I know you have a happy life now, but if you would be able to go back to your 25, let's say,
Yes.
would you do something differently?
Look, I'm pretty happy with where I'm at right now, but if you were going to do something different, and the words of the wise from someone a little bit older, I'd just say if you really want to do something, do it. Don't let anxiety or whatever it may be stop you. Just do it.
You really feel it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Just if you want to do it, do it. Because you know what? If it's meant to be, it'll all work out. Don't let fear stop you.
You do some sort of stuff and you regret, but you don't want to regret for something you haven't done.
Yeah,
because it's
that's
too late.
exactly right.
Yeah.
So if you wanted to do something, do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okie dokie. Thank you very much for your help. What country are you from?
I was born in Fiji,
Yeah.
but been living in Australia for a very long time.
Okay, so your background is Fijian.
Fijian Indian, yeah.
Fijian and Indian.
Yep.
Okay, why did you come to Australia for the first place?
Yeah, so my parents decided that it'd be a better life here in Australia. So
long time ago.
Yeah, a lot. 1982 actually. So yeah.
Okay, 1982.
Yeah.
That was like 30 years ago.
Yeah.
More than 30 years
Oh,
ago.
40. Yeah, about 40. Yeah.
Okay.
40 something. Yeah.
And I know you are very young, but do you mind me asking how old you are now?
Take a guess.
41?
You're my best new friend, but 51 actually.
Okay. You don't look like 51, yeah. But it's difficult, again, because I don't have many people, many friends from Fiji.
Yep.
So it's always difficult. I guess it's difficult for you to guess my age. How old do you think I am?
Well, I'd say early 30s.
34.
Oh
yeah. Thank you very much.
No, because like it's that whole kind of like we're both Asian, right?
Yeah.
We held our age quite well.
Yeah. How do you call it? Asian gene?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Magic gene. Okay, today I want to ask you a couple of questions about your life. What were you doing when you were 25 years old?
Funnily enough, when I was 25, I did a work holiday visa in Canada.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like I did in Australia.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome, yeah. So I decided because I grew up in Australia,
Yeah.
like I just wanted to venture out somewhere else, either England or Canada. But I had family. I've got family in both places, but I chose Canada.
Okay.
The best year of my life.
Best
So it was
year of your life.
Best year of my life because I kind of like just lived life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I learned to grow as a person, living overseas and fending for myself, even though I did like have an uncle there and a couple of cousins there, but it was actually really, really good.
Okay.
To have that experience. Sorry to cut you off.
Yeah. Has it affected your life in a positive way? You
In a
reckon?
positive way, 100%. Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Definitely.
Yeah, so I was going to ask you, like, what has been the best decision or the thing you have ever done in your life so far? It must be that, or do you have anything else?
I do have something else. So where I was working when I came back from Canada, one of my managers asked me what I was doing with my life.
Yeah.
I don't know how this is going to sound. He goes, "You're too smart to be working in this position."
Okay.
So he basically said, "This is the time and age to work smarter, not harder. Go and further educate yourself and move forward in life." And that's what I did. I did telecommunications engineering.
Yeah.
Through college, and I basically haven't looked back since then, and that was the best decision I'd ever made in my life. And furthermore to that, like a couple of years ago, I did some more further studies. So what I would say is to continue studying, continue learning about life and just, career path and what you want to do. Like, don't just chase the money, don't work hard to like chase the money, just study and be good at what you do.
Yeah, exactly. Well, like you said, sometimes the words from people, and you get it sometimes, but unless you're ready for it, you never catch it. So you did your best and you were ready for it at the time. That's why.
You've got to give that kind of like that positive vibe, and just really depends, like for the young kids in this generation, like what do you want to do like in your life?
Right. Okay, so here is the last question. If you would be able to go back to when being 25, let's say, what would you do?
Ooh, a really good question. I'd make some life decisions based on intelligence rather than trying to keep up with, I guess, what my friends were doing.
Right.
Yeah, and I'd spend my money a little bit more wiser.
Yeah. Okay. That's what we feel. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm already feeling it. Yeah.
if you're missing out on things, don't worry about it. Just focus on your goal and just move forward. Yeah.
What a great lessons we had in this 5 minutes. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you. Sorry, my name's Thomas.
Tarosack.
Tarasak.
Thank you very much. What country are you from?
I'm from Indonesia.
You're from Indonesia?
Yeah, I am Indonesian.
Okay.
Yes.
I see many Indonesian people in Sydney, Australia, but around your generation, already there were many Indonesian people in Australia?
Yes.
Oh,
yes,
really?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I have a lot of friends. I have a community similar age as mine,
Yeah.
and they live in around my area.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So I guess you're still 25 years old? How old are you?
More than double. More than double.
More than double.
More than
Okay,
double,
okay.
yes.
Do you still work?
Yes.
What do you
yes,
do?
I do. I'm a receptionist for an eye specialist.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I see. Okay, so here is the question for you. What were you doing when you were 25 years old?
I was working back home in Jakarta.
Oh,
as-
in Jakarta?
Yes.
Okay.
As a secretary.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's how I met my husband.
See.
Then he was the one who brought me here.
Oh, okay, so he's from Australia,
Yes.
and then you followed him.
Yes.
Okay, then what has been the best decision or the thing you have ever done in your life?
Okay, my best decision was to have a family.
To have a family.
Yes.
Okay, so until when you were 25 years old, you didn't have family. Well, you have family,
I
but
mean my own family.
oh, your
like-
own family.
Yeah, my own family that I'm married, and then I have my own children, and then create my own family. That was always my dream since I was young.
Okay, what does family mean to you?
Finally, it fulfills my destiny as a woman.
Yeah.
Like I am a woman, and I always like to nurture.
Yeah.
So when I have my own family, that I can nurture my children,
Right.
and until now I still nurture them. That's the best decision, and that's fulfilled my destiny as a woman.
I see. Because nowadays in Japan, many youngsters don't really want to get married, don't really want to have a partner. But I think having a family is a beautiful thing.
It is very beautiful. People don't realize it because they think like just to have fun and enjoy your life is just like by yourself without anyone around you. But to me, until you grow older, then you will understand. But
I
can be
see.
too late.
Yeah, it can be
Because-
too late around
Can
that time,
be too
yeah.
late because I know many people who are lonely.
Yeah.
And dogs cannot fulfill that.
Everything.
You can't.
You
Yes,
can't. Dogs
yes.
can't. Dogs cannot.
Dogs, yeah, in certain degree is okay,
Yeah,
but
they-
then to have your own children and communicate with them, is very important because we are social being.
Yeah.
We need
right.
that kind of connection.
Yeah, I see.
Yes.
So it makes your life completely different.
That's it, true. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. And here's the last question. I know you're very happy at this moment,
Yes.
but if you would be able to go back to being when you're 25, what would you do?
I will do the same thing again
This
to
is
create a happy family.
this is the
Yes.
beautiful life. Thank you
Yes.
very much. How can I say thank you in your language?
Terima kasih.
That's it. Torimakasi.
Sama-sama.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
はい、ということで今回はですね、あなたの人生教えてくださいということで、人生でして良かった決断とか、それこそ25歳に戻れるとしたらあなたは一体何すると思いますかなんていったところについてインタビューさせていただいたんですけども、深かったですね。そもそも25歳って、社会人になってで数年していろいろ感じて同時に人生のこともいろいろ考え始める年じゃないですか。僕なんかももうすぐ35歳ですけども、25歳の時にオーストラリアに引っ越してきたので、やっぱり自分にとっても25歳で人生のターニングポイントだったんですよね。そういうこともあって25歳っていうのを今日キーワードにしてインタビューしたんですけども、フィジー出身の男性言われてましたけどもね、25歳に戻れるとしたら人がどうしてるとかではなくて自分がどうしたいかで物事とか行動を決めるっていうね。どうしても日本人ですね、集団主義的な考え方が欧米諸国に比べて強いと思いますので、どうでしょうか。同じようにこれ感じてる人も多いんじゃないでしょうか。でも結局 局自分の人生ですからね。あとインドネシア出身のね女性笑顔で言われてましたけども、25歳に戻れるとしたらまた同じことをして同じ人生を歩みたいと。素敵ですよね。そんなこと言える50代60代を自分もぜひ迎えたい。ぜひこのテーマで第2弾も撮っていきたいと思います。お見逃しないようチャンネル登録お願いします。そして最後になりましたけども、僕のチャンネルをいつも見てくれてる皆さんにここで大事なお知らせです。日頃から僕のチャンネルを見てくれてる皆さんに感謝を込め、タロサックの公式 LINE ですね、超大幅アップデートさせていただきました。英語が聞き取れる魔法のワーク、英語動詞完全攻略、英単語超暗記法、今すぐ使える英語相槌フレーズ150選、超品質日常英会話フレーズ100選、英語の語文形をもう一度分かりやすく、間違うと危険な似ている英単語100選、超現代風瞬間英作文100選、漢詩完全マスター、派生英語マスター100選。これらの10冊の僕のオリジナルの電子書籍、過去に開催した LINE フレンド限定の無料のライブコーチングに参加してくれた方に全てプレゼントさせていただいたものなんですが、この度僕の公式 LINE ですね、友達追加してくれた方全員に全てプレゼントさせていただきたいと思います。この他にも現在新特典としてタロサックがよく使う英語表現30選もプレゼントさせていただいております。ぜひこれらの特典を受け取りたいという方、この動画の概要欄の一番上にあります僕の公式 LINE ですね、友達追加していただいて、そちらに英語フレーズとこの6文字でメッセージを送ってください。他の文字とか記号とかは含めずに英語フレーズ、この6文字だけでメッセージを送ってください。そうするとこれらの特典ですね、今すぐ受け取ることができます。知ってるだけの知識じゃなくてしっかり使える知識をつけていきたい、そう思う方はこれらの特典今すぐゲットしてご自身の英語学習にご活用ください。25歳の時に戻れたら自分は一体何をするだろうか。いろいろ自分自身思うことはあるけども、それこそ他の人がどう思うかとか、そして日本人とは文化も考え方も全く違う外国人がどう思うかとか、こういったところを知れて面白かったなって。そしてやっぱりやりたいことから目を背けずにしっかり行動してこその幸せな人生だよなって。やって後悔したとしてもいい、でもやらないで後悔するのだけはしたくないよなって。後悔したくないよなって。この動画を見たことで外国人の人生観聞くのすごく興味深いし、そしてそれと同時に自分も当たり前のように英語を話して国とか関係なく誰とでも意見交換できるようになりたい、そう思い始めているあなたがそこにいるのであれば、見るだけで頭の中グローバル化しちゃったんだよ。最後まで見てくれた皆さんありがとうございます。面白いと思ってもらえた方はチャンネル登録忘れずに、高評価も忘れずに、また次の動画でお会いしましょう。